Yeah.
I think we're going to look at MoviePass as its model as being the new standard. And I think that's the revolutionary part in it.
Wow, you just made me cry a little bit. Welcome, everybody. It's the Film Glutton with special guest, Carlos.
What's up, sweaties?
With another episode of MoviePass AMC A-List. AMC Stubs A-List.
Nice.
Luckily, that's a really long title, but soon it'll be shortened.
It will be.
And Carlos is gonna cover that with the news.
Yes.
Carlos is joining me again. Before he covers the news, if you caught our show last week, I was trying to convince Carlos, since he's not a MoviePass believer, and then this past week didn't help at all. I'm trying to convince him to join the AMC Stubs A-List.
Yes, you are. You making money, guys. I told you next week. I'm in for sure.
He's pushing us off, guys. One more week. Are you sure?
This is getting embarrassing.
You don't want to do it now? You've got the phone right. It would take 2 seconds.
I want to report this. There's too much going on right now.
Yeah?
We'll report this and then we'll debate.
I thought I had you last week because of Mission Impossible, which I did see, by the way.
You did.
Did you see it with me?
No, I didn't go.
No, I actually got. I saw 3. I'm gonna get into my experience, but I maxed out the AMC A-List. I saw 3 films. I'm gonna go over my A-List experience and my unique MoviePass experience. But let's set some foundation here. So Carlos is gonna go over the news with MoviePass.
So recent news came out saying that many MoviePass users are reporting the movie subscription service is no longer showing any available listings, making it impossible to redeem. They're already paid for tickets, except at a roughly kind of 3% of theaters rendering the service already. Now, people understand, you got to understand, MoviePass experienced a massive outage, and especially in recent days, because it's unable to pay its bills. Forcing MoviePass to borrow at least $5 million. And its parent company, Helios and Matheson Analytics, said it in a regulatory filing on Friday, MoviePass suffering its service interruption, which kind of seems like it's cue for it's falling down. It's crumbling as we speak. They're not going to be able to pay for it, and they don't want to pay for it. They're just hemorrhaging money into this kind of this MoviePass. It's done. It's falling apart.
Yep.
You know, and people all over all the MoviePass users are all over social media just venting how terrible it is, how they're blocked out. And then first they're already arguing about the service charges and the surcharges, but now it's even worse. So I say MoviePass, I think it's done. I think this because they're hemorrhaging money, because they just recently had to borrow $5 million.
Yep.
You're not gonna. The investment's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a bad investment at this point. And I think at this point, MoviePass, just give it a couple more. Probably, I'd say in a week or so, it's gonna start. It's gonna cancel. It's gonna close.
It's gonna cancel.
But what I'm worried about is what about the people that already paid?
Yeah.
You know, what about the people that paid money?
Well, when it comes to that, the people I'm really worried about are the annual subscribers.
Yes.
I warned, I think it was like my first episode, even though at that time I was very much a lover of MoviePass, I warned, do not do the annual because it will not make it. Do the monthly so you can max it out, and then you're going to lose, all of us are going to lose $10 at some point in time, just as long as you make it worthwhile. Now, let me tie that, so everyone knows their power was cut, essentially.
Exactly.
You know, they didn't pay their electricity bills, and they're sitting there in candlelight saying, "Oh crap, what do we do?" The only solution is they had they had a problem with their e-ticketing on Thursday,
they did.
and then they blocked out Mission Impossible Fallout.
Isn't that insane?
So we had a MoviePass Fallout, if you will.
Oh,
whoa!
So how long have you been thinking about that? That was good.
The entire way over, I'm like, I gotta work that in somehow. How do I work that in?
That was good.
That's probably gonna
Fallout
be
continues, but I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more towards the end about what their legacy is gonna be.
Okay.
And what we're gonna remember MoviePass for.
Okay.
But I want to go over your experience real quick.
Okay. Now let me also tell you, I'm gonna end this also with this episode with I'm gonna try to. We're recording this semi quickly because it won't go on until tomorrow. I'm letting everyone see the magic behind the curtains. We're recording it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess whatever. They don't know. I could throw this on tomorrow. They wouldn't know. Just go with me, guys. Bear with me. I am going to try to buy tickets for Blind Spotting. That's the part of this that is 100% true. I have not bought the tickets. I'm going to buy my tickets through MoviePass, I hope, because I've actually woke up this morning seeing people having issues being able to
it's out there
already. Not just Mission Impossible, but everything. Now, I saw the e-ticketing warning on Thursday. I don't do e-ticketing through MoviePass, so it doesn't matter to me. So I want to see. I got my AMC A-List as backup, though. So either which way, I'm catching the blind spotting. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
I always want to say Blind Side, but that's a totally different film.
That was a great movie, but yes.
I didn't even see that movie. Oh, is that football?
Well, sports, we'll do another one.
I should know that 'cause I'm a movie guy, even though I'm not a sports guy.
I'm a sports guy. And
so he knows that one. We'll do a special sports episode with Carlos
I'm excited.
sometime.
I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm telling you, MoviePass, it's hit a point. And I'm curious, I'm really curious to see I'm curious to see if you have success.
So let me tell you. Yes.
And then is there going to be a surcharge to it?
Yes. Okay, so that's what we're going to find out. So I'm going to buy my ticket while you do the wrap-up you're talking about. But let me tell you a little bit about the practical experience I had. So the e-ticketing was out on Thursday. Yeah. I was in Long Beach. I live in Los Angeles. I was in Long Beach visiting a friend, and I was trying to convince him all day to go see a movie. So I'm like looking at MoviePass. Everything was surging. Now, at that time, it wasn't blocked out. Now, I don't know how the blockout actually affected the users. I don't know if once you tried to click on it, if you couldn't. All I saw was surge. So, I mean, everything. We're talking about all the new ones. At that time, it did say I could select Mission Impossible Fallout, which was interesting. So, but even Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I get it, that's a big blockbuster summer movie, but it's also been out for a few weeks.
That's crazy. We saw that weeks ago.
Weeks ago.
Yes.
And that was surging at $6 a ticket. Every theater I looked at, $6 a ticket. Same thing with Teen Titans Go. Now that's new, but that's not one I'm like, if I had to pay $6 extra, I wasn't going to do it.
Right.
When I'm already paying a subscription service. Anyway, so I don't like whether or not I would have clicked on it if my phone would have just been like self-destructed on me, like Mission Impossible style. It started smoking.
It's the Fallout.
It's a Fallout. No, my phone. Anyway, but all I saw was surge, and then I saw the e-ticketing warning, and then I saw everybody like freaking out the next day. Then the next day I saw Mission Impossible Fallout was completely blocked out. Now I am going to throw some. I took some screenshots from my phone from my app. You can clearly tell it's not the 3D showing. Like I had a friend that was really confused by it. She's one I gave the free month to, and she's so mad at me now. She hates me because now she's paid, as she directly quote unquote said via text, I just wasted $20 because now she's had it well past the free month, and she's tried to pay for it and try to use it, but it's just not worth it for her. And she says all of them are blacked out. She goes, John, are these all special engagements? Are they all IMAX? No. So I was going through. I was like, you can tell which ones are IMAX. It says it. You can tell which ones are 3D. It says it. All Mission Impossible Fallout. And I checked every single day, including today. Couldn't find any. I will say, interestingly enough, the peak pricing or the surging hit differently in LA.
Really?
It wasn't as, I don't know what Long Beach the math was, or maybe it's because it was that Thursday when I was checking it out. But the peak pricing was only on select movies. Mission Impossible was completely gone. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp was peak pricing. Hopefully I got a screenshot of that so I can correct myself if I'm a little bit wrong on that. But it was a little bit more dynamic. There was more selections with MoviePass.
Interesting.
But I was upset because imagine, they pretty much, what I said is they Red Sparrowed me. If anyone knows about the Red Sparrow incident, it's the exact same type of thing. Red Sparrow comes out, they don't give you any warning, and this is what I'm so sick of MoviePass for. Just be honest with us. Tell us what you're going to do. Don't just randomly, arbitrarily choose to block stuff out. I'm sorry. If you're not fed up with that as a MoviePass subscriber, I don't know what would make you, like, what would get you to that point in time. I'm a movie addict, and I'm doing the show, so I want to do as much recon about this information as possible, so I am still paying for it, yes. But my days are numbered, but I think MoviePass will probably fail before I give up.
It's going to crumble. The writing's on the wall, especially with this past incident, and then what you're dealing with the Red Sparrow, it's over.
I'm going to give MoviePass 3 strikes personally. See if they make it past 3 strikes. That's what I'm going to do. First strike's going to be right now. If this movie is a peak price,
right,
because it's matinee, and I kept making the jokes about matinee. Even matinees last week, we're talking about 1:15 in the afternoon were peak pricing when I was looking, and over the weekend. So if this one is peak pricing, that'll be strike 1. If I can get it, it's going to give it a pass. It'll
Let me ask
live
you,
to
do they make
day.
it past November?
I think you might be right. They may not make it past the month.
I don't think they're going to make it past. I give them August. They're not going to make it through August.
August? Yes. I feel like somehow they're going to make it through the end of the year, but nobody saw Thursday coming. They're not being honest with us. They are lying to us. 100% not telling us the truth.
Yes, they are.
So, anyways, you were going to say something else. Something else you want to talk about. So
the legacy that we're going to look at is MoviePass, which I think the writing's on the wall. The demise is there. I think we're ultimately not going to remember MoviePass for its failures, but we're ultimately going to remember it for its model. There's never been a monthly subscription to movies. There's never been. Their idea was revolutionary. The model was revolutionary. And I think that's ultimately what MoviePass is going to be. I hope AMC continues it. I hope Cinemark starts it. I hope all these other movie subscribers go with this monthly subscription. And I think that's what MoviePass will always be remembered for changing the game. Like I said, it's the same way the iPhone introduced the apps. How that changed everything. Everyone started making apps. How smartphones are becoming more prevalent than ever. I think we're going to look at MoviePass as its model as being the new standard, and I think that's the revolutionary part in it.
Wow, you just made me cry a little bit.
I'm actually getting emotional myself.
One single tear for you. And
I feel good about that.
But and you made me a believer. That's positive. That's what I want to hear, because I will try to be as uplifting as possible.
You're very uplifting.
I try to be. Because I do feel, and I'm a huge AMC fan. A huge Stubs fan, A-List fan, but I do feel like maybe they're planning some kind of master, like, wringing their hands, I
hope not.
Evil plot where they're gonna try to rub out MoviePass. Once MoviePass is totally gone.
Why would they do that? You know how much business they're gonna lose if they do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't see them doing it. It's just not good for business.
I hope they don't stop the A-List. I mean, they could. We talked about this too a little bit. Off microphone, that they could alter it and it would still be a great deal.
Exactly.
I mean, if once MoviePass is gone and then nobody's there to try to imitate that, they could. I hate to say, I don't want to give AMC any ideas, but they could even go down to one movie a week, and it would still ultimately be worth it for me. I'm still saving a shit ton of money. I mean, last week was the first week I made 3 movies. You want to hear about those?
Yes,
I'm just going to rattle them off because there's 3 movies.
Boom, go.
I saw Mission Impossible Fallout, of course. That was my grand finale. I started with Equalizer 2, and then I saw Teen Titans Go. I literally had to see 2 movies in one day. I saw Teen Titans Go in Long Beach. Did not use MoviePass, use A-List because of the peak pricing and apparently a blackout. And then I drove back to Los Angeles, and I literally made it back just in time to come to my favorite theater, Century City, well, one of my favorite theaters, and catch Mission Impossible
It's a great
Fallout
theater, yes.
in Dolby AMC Prime.
That's epic. That's epic. That's pretty epic.
Right? Oh, my God. Life is good. Life was beautiful last week. And it was a little exhausting, so I'm like, wow, I got to marathon this. I will be posting my review of Equalizer 2 and Mission Impossible Fallout. It'll be a double feature review because there are some major differences, and obviously they're both action flicks, so I thought it would be interesting to compare. And their weaknesses and strengths are very different. So that's going to be on my website, thefilmglutton.com. And Teen Titans Go, we talked about on DC Gluttons. You can check out that show.
Yes,
but I did catch all 3 films. The only spoiler I'll give you is I enjoyed every single one of them. All of them were a win on some level. And another fun fact about AMC A-List, because you can only do 3 movies a week. There's a bottom line. Hopefully I took a screenshot of this as well. There's a bottom line where it says 3 more reservations. What's interesting about it is even though it's only 3 movies a week, if it falls outside of that week, you can use that bottom tier. So after I got Teen Titans, so Equalizer was already taken, right? So it was like check marked. And then I got Teen Titans Go. And then while I had a second to breathe, I did not want to miss my chance to go see Christopher Robin.
No, not at all.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
It's this week.
I would love to see that movie. I'm so excited for that.
Oh, really?
Of course.
I'm going.
When are you going?
Well, right now I've got Thursday tickets.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right.
I've got Thursday tickets. So, I mean, maybe we'll do a special edition show if Carlos last minute changes mind as AMC A-List, because there's no way he's going to go see another movie without getting on the A-List. I'm convinced.
No,
I think
you're absolutely right on something. I have a special place for Pooh, so I don't know.
But we'll see. But I just wanted to mention that I was able to then go into and make another reservation. So I had 4 reservations at one time, essentially.
Wow.
Essentially, because one was ahead of time. So that's interesting for all the A-listers or anybody that's apprehensive about that. Like, well, I want to buy advanced tickets. You still can. I mean, it's essentially up to 6 spots, really, because there's 3 additional reservations you can make. So that was really cool. Thank you, AMC A-List, for one more perk that really worked out to my advantage. Okay, guys, I just clicked on check in for blind spotting. And I got the ticket verification thing, which just means I got to take my picture after I go in there. I click OK. Wow. I'm checked in.
With MoviePass.
I'm checked in with MoviePass. I did not have to pay extra, so at least we know we're good. It's Matinee Pass is in full effect. I finally have used
my God,
Matinee Pass again for the first time in weeks. I've used Matinee Pass, and that's why we're recording here at the Century City, because I needed to be in close proximity to the theater to make sure I could check in. Until next time, this is Film Glenn reminding you to never turn down an upgrade. Have a good night, folks.